Hi everyone, welcome to Endeavor the Blue Lotus Tarot. My name is Aneri, and today I am doing a reading of what answers are you asking from universe. There are some questions that everybody is asking right now because it's a very difficult time. It was full moon yesterday, 10th July, and apart from lot of releasing of negative doubts, questions, and lot other things, universe is also releasing your fear. And I would like to tap in to see what answers you want from universe. Me too, I'm looking for a lot of answers like everybody, and I feel like I might receive them too while reading for my collective. 111 or 1111, no matter how you receive it, in numbers, in signs, it's a confirmation that in this reading you're getting your answers, you're on the right track, and whatever needs to happen is happening. It might be very uncomfortable, but it's happening. So I have 3 piles for you. My first pile is a white eraser. My second pile is white envelope. And my third pile is white color pencil. I don't know why it came in all white, but I guess that's the energy. 222. Starting with my pile 1, white eraser. What answers are you looking for from universe? All right, I have already shuffled. Finances. Not too many cards, universe. One at a time. Waiting for abundance, waiting for something to come in, waiting for something to be received in terms of money, abundance, flow. I guess you are feeling stuck somewhere. Even though you are so much abundant, you feel like you are restrained. You're restrained of something. So this is what your current energy is. You're restrained, you're looking for flow, but there's drought, there's lacking of abundance, finances. I mean, your resources are drawn out, your resources are exhausted, and that's what you are probably wanting answers for from universe. Where is my money? Where is the abundance, the manifestation that I was doing, that I was promised? And why am I still in this stage? And I feel like you have worked on yourself a lot as well, in terms of your solar plexus, in terms of your root chakra, your heart chakra. I see a lot of healing happening. And suddenly, from this stage that you were in a state where you felt abundant, where you felt like you were whole, you had everything figured out, You were sitting on a throne, on a pedestal, and now suddenly everything's falling apart. This picture is still there. You're still manifesting this. Even though you are this, you are still manifesting this. And everything seems fake. Everything seems that whatever I was going through, whatever I have gone through, whatever I have experienced, everything is just falling apart. And ultimately, that happiness that I was looking for, I'm not getting that. On the contrary, this is how I feel. So universe, where is my abundance? Where are the things that I was promised that if I manifest them, they'll come to me? The happiness, the love, the family. It seems all far away, and it seems like I have to start my journey from the very beginning, and that's what you're anxious about. That's what's bothering you. That's what you're looking for answers. Number 3 might be very significant for you right now. You're not able to sleep. You're thinking about future. You're thinking about, you're all awake. You don't want to sleep. Even if you fall asleep, the very next day you wake up and like, damn, how did I fall asleep? Number 7 is very significant right now. Confirmation. 7. Oh my god. It's a confirmation that you are on a spiritual path, and that's what probably the universe is teaching you, that even when you are doubtful, you need to be faithful. I know now that's Kiki. Here. I know that's very painful. You're also, a lot of people who's watching this pile might be on a twin flame journey. You guys might be having a lot of dreams regarding your marriage, snakes. So for some of you, I even see snakes. I feel like you guys are going through transformation. Maybe universe is giving you answers in terms of energy, that needs to be enlightened from within. We enlighten our chakras, we enlighten Kundalini. That is our inner strength, our inner persona that we are supposed to follow on this planet, on this earth. We come here, choose to go through this life cycle. And I feel like you guys are going through that, and it's a very intense phase for you. Yeah, it's very heavy. I instantly felt like crying when I started this reading. Universe, please give some answers to this pile. Victory. So ultimately, the cycles that goes in with universe, with spirituality, it goes in cycles, right? You complete one cycle, you move to another one. It's not always just over here. You move ahead. You keep moving ahead, you keep evolving. That's the purpose of your life. You're not here to gain anything. You're here for your purpose. That's what universe is trying to make you explain. Follow your passion. Follow whatever drives you and leave everything behind. People, place, anything. Anything that's, I wouldn't say holding you back. They are still there. There are people who are going to be with you, the entire journey. And you don't choose them. Universe chooses them. You choose them. You choose them from above. My cat is playing with black tourmaline. Anyways, you choose people in your life from before you were even born, like your parents. You choose to be with them. You choose this journey because as a soul, you want to evolve. It's only our body, our human form that, goes through emotions, and that's the problem. People have been telling you are emotional, you are sensitive, you are insensitive. Some of you might have told you that as well, and I don't see those people from out of your community, from out of your people. But universe is telling you you're on the right track because you're still manifesting this. You're still this. You're like, no worries, I'm doing my work. But you feel like crying. Cry. You feel like somebody has choked you. Fine. Feel that. Because that's what you're supposed to feel. Unless and until you don't feel that, you're not gonna move ahead in your journey. So universe is telling you to feel that regardless of where you are, whoever you are with, and do what you are passionate about. Your passion, and run towards it. I know you've been attracting, and that's the law of attraction. But with your passions, you need to pursue them. I'm not saying to chase them, to pursue them, to do the work, to do the action. Whatever you have been manifesting, now put all that into action, because that's what's starting to roll the ball. All right. What else? This is the main message that I'm getting from universe. So whatever you're going through, whatever answers that you are asking from universe, and I also see that there is something regarding, not something, there's a lot of things regarding love that you are manifesting, asking. Oh wow, look at that, Page of Wands. And coming in very soon. But now the thing is that the chaos that you have created in your mind or has been created around you, to cleanse that, to avoid that, you have to indulge into something that's more fruitful. It's just like manifestation. If you think about the bad stuff will manifest. If you think about the good stuff will manifest. So do the good stuff, and that will come back to you in abundance. That's what the universe is trying to tell you. That's the answer that you're looking for. And you don't look for this. You are this. You are the happiness. There are so many people in your life that you have retracted your energy from, finds fulfillment, wholeness in you. And that's your biggest strength, your abundance. I know you don't have to give in, okay? This is just a message to realize that to give all that to yourself. If somebody was sad, what you're gonna do? You're gonna console them, probably bring them a drink or something that they would love. Maybe a talk, maybe a letter that you can write to yourself. Little things in life that you would do for somebody, do it for yourself, because that's where the happiness will come. Okay, that's all for pile 1, eraser. I'm just gonna, it started off with heavy and I feel like I wanted to keep talking. I just wanna get, that was a big thud, as if like, no. I do want to get a message of why you were attracted to this. You were in the giving energy for so long. For so long. Giving has given you happiness. But now, when people are giving you stuff, you're like, no, I never even needed that. And it's not about I never even needed that. It was just not right time, right place. And people's capability of understanding that. So you're letting it go. You cut through that energy yourself. And that was something very difficult for you to do. And I feel like that's why you're looking for answers. You're looking for confirmations that I cut off from things. Is it right? Am I on the right track? Because a lot of people must have pointed those fingers on you. And yeah, you want to erase those things because you feel like maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. I get it. I get it. When you are changing from one version to another version, a lot of people won't like it. And sometimes you'll question whether you want it, whether you wanted it, whether you did right. And those doubts are getting released. 1818. Already telling you, you are getting the abundance. You just need to work a little bit for, not for it, work a little bit regarding things that you love, things regarding your passion, and things are coming for you very fast. And there was an underlying message for love, a big one, so don't forget that. You might not be asking an answer for that, but maybe in your subconscious you are. So keep that in mind. Okay, that is all for pile 1. I also do personal readings and all the information is given in the description below. Also, I am doing a flat 50% off on my 1-hour readings. So I usually charge $100, but I'm doing just $50 for the rest of 2025. So book them in quickly. All right, my pile 2. So my pile 2 is this white envelope. I wanted to write love on it, but it's just plain. So you can think of anything that you want in here. Okay, my pile 2. What answers you're looking to get from universe? Love, commitment, marriage. Oh my god. Confirmations from universe and the sun. Oh my god, look at the bottom of the deck. Love, love, love. Oh wow. You guys are so stressed out mentally, but you don't let the world show that. 111 again, confirmation. You don't want the world to know what's going inside, because you're like, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. You have somebody who is very protective of you and is like a shadow to you. Follows you, will make you follow that person, him or her. We'll just go with him because that's easier to relate. So I feel like you have a pet or somebody in your life that will be like, if you say them something, hey, want this done, done. Hey, I want you here, here. And that person expects the same thing from you, which you do, right? What answers? You're pretty pretty straightforward in your approach. Wherever you go, your energy is very jolly, but also very straightforward. Celebration. I don't know. Probably you're having a celebration in your love life. Probably you're, having your wedding. But the energies are strong. But I don't know why. Like, I pick up the stressful energy. I have a headache right now as I'm tapping into your pile. 3, 3. And 3. You're thinking about something. You're thinking about how you're going to make through this marriage, this wedding, this relationship, where you feel the most enjoyment. 3, 3, 3. You feel the most enjoyment, you feel the most intensity, you feel abundant. I'm not looking this hanged man upside down, no. Which is, this is the, this is the straight, like it's not upside down, it's not reversed. So I feel like you're not choosing to just, oh, I must overthink. No, you're being very reasonable about it, but you're stressed. You're not telling this to anybody, not even the person that you're sharing this kind of bond with. You are just thinking a lot, and that's probably your anxiety, or just you. And I feel like that's what something you have manifested since your childhood, to be with that kind of a person, to have that kind of person in your life. But now you're debating everything, like everything. Universe is stepping in. Oh, the High Priestess. Oh my god, like all the good cards. And yet, this is the highlight. girl, there is always a black and, I mean, you are a person who is black and white, either black, or sorry, either black or white, but there's always a gray area, which is not bad. Your intuition leads you to it. Sometimes you need to just be a little bit sly, a little bit. You don't have to say everything that needs to be said. Sometimes you need to be like, you know, and that's very difficult for you right now. Probably that's why you're looking for answers, because you have been vibrating in these energies, especially this one and this one, like Queen of Wands, High Priestess. Oh my god, so intuitive, so knowledgeable, so over top of everything, you know. And this too, commitment. Like everything is set in place. Everything is set in place. The celebration, your intuition, universe is doing things for you, and yet there is so much of thinking. What is all this thinking about, universe? What does my pile need to know? Queen of Cups. My god. Okay. People have told you, you're so sweet, you're so understanding, you're so kind. And you are like, where's that back to me? Apart from this one person who is so committed for you, with you, who is there? Who else? Who else is gonna be there? Because there are like 10 people I have been kind, wanted friends with, wanted to increase my bond with, my sister, my brother, my parents, my cousin, all of them. And where is that energy given back to me? Is that this only one person that's gonna be with me that entire time? And what if that falls apart? Where is my love? Where is that happy family, big family, big group that you always wanted to form? Where is it? That's the overthinking that's happening right now. You feel like everything's being stolen from you, everything's being taken away from you, and because of now, like, you have just given up. I don't see you have given up, but I feel like you want to give up on believing that, this one person is here, but there will be other people adding into your soul tribe for sure. Is that actually gonna happen ever in life? That's what you are feeling. And apart from that, there's also a little bit of overthinking about, yes, I commit to this person, yes, I do whatever they say, yes, I you know And it's not something that you compulsorily do or have to do. This is coming very naturally for you, because you've been doing that for all the people that kind of left you or you left them. But now there's this one person. Will there be another one? Will there be my will my life will be fulfilled accordingly? That's giving you headache. All right, let's see what universe wants to give you answers regarding. This was all regarding your problems, your answers that you're looking for. You're also like, what if I'm going this direction, and that person whom I'm committed with, if I need to come back from the direction that I'm going forward, what do I do? Will that stop me to the commitment that I have made? The happiness? The universe is telling to wait. To wait and watch. 12-12. Make a wish. To wait and watch. Wait for what, universe? Please give us some answers again. Whatever this new beginning is regarding this person is going to move ahead and become the star, the game changer of your life. 1313. So universe is telling you to pursue it. You don't feel you are imbalanced, but you feel you are imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? You're not imbalanced. You know that. You have that knowing. But you feel like you are imbalanced. Here's the confirmation. Oh my God. All the major arcanas. Here's the confirmation. And probably you are rewriting your story on a very different level, considering everything, this person especially, and moving ahead in your life, reforming everything. Probably that's why you are getting this headache. But my loves, you're all set. That's what the universe wants to say. Whatever you are pursuing is absolutely gonna give you back in 10 folds. And that's what the universe is telling you. One more message. Yeah, stop going into the hermit mode. Stop going into the phase where you're overthinking and manifesting lack, manifesting lackness of anything in your life. You are abundant. Keep this energy strong. Whatever, you will be given a lot of choices, but whatever you have already chosen, that's a plus for you. That's not something whether it will stay there, whether it will not. Stop these doubts. All these doubts are being released by this overthinking, try to connect to ground. Try to ground yourself, because sometimes when you are very intuitive in your high priestess energy, sometimes it's hard for you to ground, because your mentality, your energy is so vast, is so progressive, that nobody can catch up onto it, you know. People need to have that understanding and mentality to do that. And for that, you have to understand that when you are high priestess, somebody up there can only understand you, and sometimes they also have problems. They also have problems with intuitive people. So no, you don't have to lower your vibrations, not at all. If you're thinking about that, this is the biggest message. No, you're overthinking, or you're thinking, I see you're thinking, you're not overthinking. You're thinking supposed to be 10 times higher than what you see yourself to be. Okay, you don't have to lower your vibrations for anybody, be it not this, where did it go, be it that person that you are committed to, even, you know, that's what universe is telling you. For anybody, you don't need to come back from the direction. That person will reach you. Okay, and that's what love is, commitment is, and that's what energy is. Main thing, you do energy work, right? Energy is all around. Energy is consciousness, awareness, and that energy can be transmuted into anything. So this thinking that you're having a lot, do not go into hermit mode, because whatever you have thought until now, whatever you have experienced until now, this is a confirmation that 737 twin flame, it's a confirmation that whatever you have gone through, you have already done that. So you don't need to repeat. The situation is repeating so that you can take a better step for yourself. Where did that go? World. And there was also a wheel of fortune. Maybe I put that back. But make this thing work. Okay? Things that the cycle is repeating for you to change the action, or for you to take the action. Okay? Not for you to go back and transmute your energy to a lower vibration. No. All right. That's all for pile 2. Rewrite your story. All right, and before I go to pile 3, I forgot to mention for my pile 2 that I do personal readings, and for the 2025 end till the end, I am doing 50% off of all my readings, and everything is given in the description below, so book them in now. All right, perfect. So I'm moving on to my pile 3. White pencil color, pencil. White. Are you guys whining? I feel like, was that a confirmation? Maybe not. What answers are you asking universe to provide you? God, you guys are on like defense mode, huh? Like fight mode, I would say. I don't know, I feel like keep shuffling, you know. I feel like you are changing a lot of stuff. So you guys are starting something new, like a business or something, but you left the previous one. So now this is something new that you're pursuing. But whatever you are deciding or have decided or whatever, you're not getting success. And that's why probably you're looking for answers as to why. The one biggest reason, you're carrying the load. So when you start something new, if you carry the baggage of the previous things, it's not gonna be successful. It's gonna be problematic because you're coming from the energy of resentment, of failure. So if anybody says something to you to improve that or to do something new, you are very resistant, you're very defensive about it, giving reasons as to why, giving explanations as to why. And whatever you do in life, you're not supposed to give any explanations to anybody, by the way, until you become 18 years. You're supposed to. But once you are an adult, you have to take that accountability for yourself. So giving reasons as to why things didn't happen, it's not gonna be fruitful. It's not gonna be potentially helpful to you, present or future. So keep that in mind. There you go. That's why. You're feeling this unfulfillment. You're just sad. More than sad, I feel a lot of jealousy. If you ever see somebody successful in your life, you will try to find a fault in their system, in their things, in whatever they are doing. Oh, he must be, he must be faking. He must bribe. Oh, I know how he makes money. Things like that. And whereas you know that you have that potential to do that. So it's not something that you cannot achieve, but you yourself are stopping that for yourself because of the resistance, because of the load, the extra baggage that you're carrying from before. Heartbreak. I saw this card while shuffling your pile. And not one, there are multiple heartbreaks because there is no change. This cycle is going on and on and on and on, and there is no change in. So even if, say for example, you're trying to do something since 2010, you are into the same cycle because you haven't cleared, released stuff that you are supposed to from before. That's why you keep getting hurt, because you keep manifesting that. Bottom of the deck. You are so much in hurt right now. But the universe is, They're like, no, gotta get up. And you feel like you are not its favorite child, whereas it's not true. You are. Universe is so much committed to you that you can't even, if you, from now onwards. So for this pile especially, it's full moon. uh, so the energies of the full moon stays intact 10 days before and after the full moon. They're still very strong, and then they keep fading slowly. And as I'm speaking this is, there's like dead silence. So when I was in my first 5 minutes of your reading, there was a lot of background noise and my mind was everywhere else, yet I was focused to tell this, and now there's like dead silence. So this was important. This is important for people who chose this pile. Take a paper, put everything down with a black pen, and black pen, because that absorbs, that puts that energy onto the paper. Black, you don't want that. So black color pen, write anything that you are feeling. Doesn't have to make sense, doesn't have to be all sugar coated. It can be as blunt as you think. And sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, we cannot tell people what we actually think, because we ourselves, our mind is such that, and whatever we have been feeding from our childhood, our mind is such that it will catch that energy. So if in your childhood somebody told you, oh, you're not supposed to do this, if you did this, if you did this now, or if you uh, say for example, you cannot eat candy, but now if you eat candy every time, you're like, oh, I'm putting sugar, I'm not supposed to eat sugar, I probably need to walk. You're not able to enjoy that part. That's what's happening. So write that down. Sometimes this is a very simple example, but these are all your feelings. Oh, how that person would think about me. Oh, how that person is doing this thing to me. There are so many things, so many thoughts that sometimes we don't even need to process them. We don't need to act on them, but they come to our mind because we are humans, right? We have a mind. That's why it thinks. And sometimes it thinks all the wrong things. But to straighten it out, this is the best way. Put it down on the paper with black pen and burn it. Burn it. You can tear it, but burning is just, it is vapor. I mean, just smoke after. That is going to release a lot. And now after that, let's see what answers universe wants to give you regarding your situation, because you're very secretive. I feel you guys are very secretive. Oh, celebration. Things will fall into place once you clear stuff out. If you don't want to do this, you can do it any other way. You can use black tourmaline, any healing crystals. Also, you can do this because you are hurt from the heart. You put emotions, because you're human. You put emotions into everything that you do in life. You're hurt, even though if it's a practical thing, it's career thing, you do 11-11. That's a confirmation. You do it with heart. You do it 120%, otherwise you don't. You say no, or you patli gali se vatakna types. So if you are hurt, you can do this. You can either put right and then left, or basically you have to connect with your heart. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, Do this in nature. Walk on grass, see green things, eat green things. That can also heal your heart chakra. I feel like you need to heal your heart chakra. That will take off a lot of resentments. And after that, celebration. That is the biggest answer that you needed. Because whatever you're working on right now is very amazing, but the only thing that's blocking that energy is this. Once you clear this, you'll be shocked. The sun. Yeah. Sun. Oh my God, look at that. Justice. Cutthroat. You'll get your justice. So whoever did wrong to you, it was also part of your journey. But again, these cycles are repeating because you're coming from hurt. Say for example, you started a new relationship, but again, you are hurt from the relationship you went through past. Maybe somebody left you, maybe somebody did wrong to you, maybe somebody cheated you, right? The same thing can happen in your career, the same thing can happen in life. So when this is not dealt with, when your emotions are not dealt with, and that's where you need to work on yourself. That's where you need to go within to clear all this stuff out. And universe is like, that's bam bam, it's gonna provide you justice, because you gave yourself justice by healing yourself. Sometimes when things happen to us, when in childhood, in your adulthood, anywhere in life, when you are not releasing those emotions, when you're holding on to those emotions, oh, that person did that to me, karma. Yeah, the karma is gonna do its part, but are you doing your part, healing yourself? Somebody did wrong to you, you're traumatized. An accident happened to you, you're traumatized. It was an accident. It wasn't supposed to be, it wasn't conventional. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Now your responsibility is to heal yourself in every way possible. Our emotions get stored in a lot of areas in our body, mentally, spiritually, soulfully, yes, but in it also impacts our physicality, our physical self. So sometimes the emotions are stored in the gut, your stomach will be upset. Sometimes they're stored in lungs, sometimes they're stored in your hips. Any stability related stuff, like if you're not confident, if you are if you're shy, things like that, they come from your root chakra. So everything gets stored in your hips, your lower, everything below your lower abdomen. So if you're having such kind of problems consistently, then you need to cut those energies, and then only will there be a new beginning. Okay, that's the biggest message, that's the biggest answer that universe wants to tell you. King of Cups, King of Swords wanted to pop out. Oh my God, I put this back. A Wheel of Fortune, it's back. That's when the universe will intervene. 1616. That's when the universe will step in and give you what you desire, what you deserve, what you think you deserve. That is a new beginning. But the clouds, this person has put the hand through the clouds. Okay, It means that you have to go through that shit before you start anything. You have to go through your emotions. That's when you'll be satisfied. All right, that's all for my pile 3. You need like a peace flag with yourself so that you can make peace with everything. Okay, you can wear more white retains your own energy. Wearing black sometimes absorbs people energy. So as much as you're keeping your energy to yourself and recognizing that, working on that, it will take about 3 to 4 or 5 months for you to do this. And one last message of why you chose white color pencil. Oh, peace in love. The Empress. You're very peaceful. You're a very peaceful person. But right now, the stress you are in, you're like a erupted volcano, is what I feel. Because everything is coming from right base root chakra, that how can you do this with me? But that's life, and it needs a lot of healing. Maybe you are going on a spiritual journey, and that's why probably universe is asking you to heal yourself. Because when you come into this spirituality, when you become conscious, aware of what you are doing, what others are doing to you, first it starts with others, what others are doing to you, and then you go into like self resentment, like, oh, why I tolerated all this and let people do all this with me. So that phase will also come, but to avoid that phase and to pour into your own cup, you need to self love. But that's a step after. The first step is to release what doesn't serve you, and that's what's gonna bring you back to your emotions, back to yourself, back to who you were. Probably you're missing yourself as like the bubbly, chattery, chirpy person, and you don't like to be a sad person, which people are perceiving you as right now because of your condition. But it's in your hands. That's what universe wants to tell you. It's in your hands. Grab it, heal yourself. Go on a retreat. Sometimes that's not possible, so you can create a retreat of your own wherever you are. Okay, so that's all for pile 3. And I do personal readings. My personal readings for 2025 are 50% off, so starting today. All right, so everything is in the description below. Please like, share, subscribe. And I know my pile 1 is also watching this, my pile 2 is also watching this, and 3 are all anyways here. So all right, I hope you have a great day. If you're seeing this in the morning, afternoon, or if you're seeing this in the evening, have a good night.